They say revenge is a dish best served cold. Well, today I'm going to get some revenge on Spongebob. A few weeks ago, Spongebob left an old banana skin in my room and it stank the room out. It was horrible. So my revenge today is going to be a little bit smelly and also a bit warm. Yes, I am going to make my room smell to get revenge on Spongebob. He's not going to know what that smell is, but it's not going to be nice. It's going to get him. I'm going to get my payback today. He's not going to know where that spray is. I'm going to go out, do my run, do my workout while he has to sit and fester in this horrible smell from this spray and another smelly substance. So I'm going to be quiet because he's still asleep at the minute, but my fragrance choice for today is Aramis. Now I know SpongeBob's not the biggest fan of Aramis. It's a retro fragrance, and the problem with some retro fragrances is they do have a little bit of a urine smell, but I do like this one, and I'm going to wear this first of all because I know he doesn't like it anyway. But I've got another plan. That urine smell is going to be a little bit stronger because I have something that he may not like. But here we go. I've got this empty spray bottle, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to go take it to the toilet with me, and I'm going to put my urine in it, make the Aramis fragrance smell even stronger of urine, and then when I get out for my workout, I won't be here to suffer that smell. But SpongeBob's going to stay in the house. He's going to have to look around, try and find out where this is coming from. And it's going to be coming from this source here. So yeah, I'm going to head to the toilet before he wakes up. I wasn't as dehydrated as I thought. Right, let's put a bit of Aramis in there. Aramis scented urine. Delicious. What am I doing? So good morning, SpongeBob. It's nice you to finally join us. Yeah, look, to be honest, it is Sunday morning. You're allowed to have a lie-in on a Sunday, aren't you? And it's still only 6:50. I'm just always up early. You know what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to be going out, doing my morning workout. I'm going to go for a run, walk to the gym, do a gym workout, all sorts of things. And do you know what? Treat yourself today. Just have a lie-in. Just stay here, chill out. If you want to tidy my room a bit, because it is a bit of a mess, go ahead. Am I wearing Aramis? Yeah, it's probably a clue, the bottle's over there, but yes, I know you're not the biggest fan of that one, but it's a little bit chillier outside today, and I thought, I feel like being a bit more grown up, I'm 30 in a few months' time. I just wanted to feel a little bit more like an alpha male, an adult. You don't like it, do you? You really don't. I can see you're already turning away at it. Well, don't worry, that smell will be out of the room now. Once I go, it won't fill up, it won't last too long, and yeah, you can then get on with the rest of your day and maybe have another nap. What do you mean the Aramis fragrance today smells more like urine than ever? No, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a really big bottle. I mean, look at the size of this, it's like 240ml. Maybe it's just where it's kind of developing a little bit more. Those initial sprays sometimes just needs a bit of time to kind of mix together a bit better, I think. But once we work through it, honestly, that horrible urine smell, that stronger urine smell you're getting, it'll wear off. But I'm not really getting that. I'm just getting this really lovely, leathery, smoky type scent that Aramis is so well known for. So yeah, maybe it's you. Maybe you really just are still tired, SpongeBob. But honestly, go and have another nap, and yeah, I'll catch you in a little bit. And we are off for another run, and I have to say, I'm glad I've left the house. That smell in my room of urine was certainly getting stronger. And yeah, by the time I'm back from this run, which is going to be about an hour and a half's time, I'm sure SpongeBob's going to be absolutely sick of it. And he's probably going to call some sort of exterminator to come around and go and buy some fabric softener or air freshener or something, just to spray my room and try and get rid of wherever that source of the smell is coming from. But finally, we are getting some payback today. There's been so many times where he's got me, he's set me up on certain online date things that he's got wrong. That smell in my room the other week. Do you remember he put a sponge in my bag? All sorts of things that he's done over the last few months. So finally we're going to get him back at his own game, because he's defeated me pretty much every time so far. So we're definitely going to get back at him today. But let's talk about the actual fragrance I'm wearing today. So Aramis. Now, Aramis for me is one of those scents. Look, do I absolutely love it? No, but probably one of the main reasons, I buy it, and I've bought it, had it many times, is because of the nostalgia effect. Now, my dad's always owned this one. He's had this one ever since, well, he was younger, in his late 30s. I remember him having this. And I'm sure he used to have like a shower product of this one, because I think the first time I smelled it wasn't actually the spray itself. I think it was in the shower. We have like this sort of shelf in the shower, and it always has like a row of sprays and, you know, shower gels and soaps and all sorts on there. And I think I just decided, oh, I'm going to use this one for a change. And I probably ended up using absolutely loads of it, but it had this really strong smoky smell, which you sort of think, for like a shower, wouldn't be particularly nice. But I remember, again, I must have been no more than sort of 9-10 years old. I think I was coming back from football training, and I was like, I really like this. This is really nice. And of course, then you see he's got the spray in his room. I'm sure I probably sprayed a few of that at times as well. And yeah, I just ended up really liking it. We went on holiday to the Caribbean, which it doesn't feel like that sort of fragrance, but it was perfect for that. It was Antigua, and honestly, it worked so well out there. It was such a distinctive smell. It's one of the main things I can remember, because it certainly isn't as strong as it used to be. It's been, I think, reformulated over the years, but I think that's worked in its favour, because it is such a divisive scent for a lot of people. It's probably made it a little bit more wearable. So it always sort of takes me back to that sort of summer holiday, and that's why even on like a summer's evening now, I still quite enjoy wearing that one. Again, most people will tell you, if you look on things like Fragrantia, it's more of a full winter scent, and some people say it smells like a dirty ashtray, or you can smoke it, or all sorts of things. For me, it doesn't. It reminds me of like an old James Bond, you know, if you think of Sean Connery. I can imagine this was what he was wearing. It came out in 1966, so you know, it's 60 years old now. And it's just done, to be honest, the fact it's stood around shows it's still very popular ultimately. It's really what Aramis are. When you think of the brand Aramis, they've recently released a new one called Intuition, which is like a blue fragrance, again meant to work in the sort of mould of a Dior Sauvage Bleu de Chanel. But they've done other freshies as well. They've done Voyager, they've done Ventura, and they've always been discontinued. They've never lasted the test of time. And I think people look at Aramis as this fragrance rather than the name of the brand. It is just what they are, and even when they try and break away from it, that's what everyone keeps coming back to. I think if you're someone who's a fan of Aramis, you just go to this to buy this fragrance. And I think people who don't buy Aramis probably look at it as this fragrance and it's old school. I'm not going to like their other scents, but actually they're very good. So a lot of the Aramises I've tried, I've been really impressed with. There's one called Special Blend as well, which is really nice. But I think it's been discontinued now, but the spices in that are absolutely unbelievable. Really, really nice fragrance. And yeah, I enjoy this one. It's definitely got a bit of nostalgia, it's got good performance, and it's got an iconic leather note, which, again, not many fragrance brands even go into. But this one there is actually Aramis' own special sort of leather cord they've made, which they talk about in any new fragrances they've made. It's like unique to them, and for that reason I just love it. I think it gives it that uniqueness, and for someone who's into fragrances, into collecting, this is definitely one you need to get, because it has that special quality about it that makes it stand out compared to other scents. Oh, it stinks. The house absolutely stinks. I haven't even gone upstairs yet. I don't know how Spanish. He may not even be alive up there now. Honestly, the smell of Aramis and urine mixed together, it is disgusting. What was I drinking? What was I eating? What made that horrible smell? Maybe it's my black coffee, I don't know. But that combination is a no-no. But that probably makes sense. That is not nice. That is not nice. Aramis was very nice on my run. But yes, that urine combination is certainly not great. I'm a little bit worried for Spongebob. I better finish this head up and just check he's alright. Oh. That's so bad. That is so bad. Oh. Spongebob, it stinks in here, doesn't it? Wow. Really stinks. That's horrible, isn't it? This Aramis clone I've bought. That's what it is. It's an Aramis clone. It's called Ur-ine Luck. Oh, it's horrible. You can't smell it. You can't smell it. Maybe you have been sitting in here a long time. Really? Yeah, no, look, it's not that bad, is it? It's just one of those clones that it just smells a bit more synthetic than the original, doesn't it? It's got a bit more of a urine smell to it, would you say? You prefer it to the original Aramis? Well, if you say so. I mean, I'll show you where this bottle is. You know, I've got this one here. Shall I spray a little bit more? Yeah, you're right. It's not as bad as you said, SpongeBob. It's nice. We'll keep it, shall we? Yeah, well, I'm going to go to the gym now anyway, so hopefully that aroma will get even stronger, and yeah, I'm sure you'll like it even more. But I'm going to go really quickly now, if that's okay. Honestly, there's no way SpongeBob's going to survive in there. I'm so glad I've gone outside because the stink is horrendous. What does he mean he likes it? I think he's just been sitting in it too long. He doesn't notice just how strong it is now. But in terms of stories of toilet stories, that's what I'm going to talk about on my walk now to the gym. I'm going to give you an embarrassing toilet story I had once going to the toilet. It was on a train. We were heading to London at the time, and if you've ever been in like a Southern Rail train, essentially they have these accessible ones where you have the button, it says open, close and lock for those ones. Now there was only one available because one of the carriage's toilets was shut for some reason. Anyway, I press the open button, the door opens, it slides, it's like a circular shape, it's a cylindrical shape. Open the door, press that, and then it closes itself. Press the close button. Now I was like, surely that means it's locked, so I didn't press this lock button because I wasn't really sure what it actually meant. And of course I was now stand up going to the toilet, and I was resting my arm on this sort of, or the wall that it was attached to the toilet where the toilet was plumbed in, because obviously the train was moving like this. Anyway, next thing you know, I see the door just slowly opening, and there's a woman coming in with a pushchair, and I thought, oh no. So you do have to, if you ever go in those sort of Southern Rail trains, make sure you press the lock button. Otherwise, someone from the outside, if they press open, the toilet door opens. So I was just there, not noticing, minding my own business with my headphones in. This is the problem. Going to the toilet, and this lady was just there. And I turned around, just looking. I was like, "Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm just finishing." And yeah, a little bit embarrassing. She was really embarrassed, but it was more embarrassing for me. So yeah, accessible toilets. Just make sure you press the lock button on them, because otherwise people might see you going for a twinkle. Word, it is so bad here. My eyes are stinging. Do you honestly like this? You genuinely like this one? I think it's terrible. It's a terrible clone of Aramis. Oh, SpongeBob, I'm gonna have to be honest with you here. Look, it's not what you think. Look, I was half telling the truth. Yes, there's a bit of Aramis DNA in this. I did put a bit of Aramis in this, but there was also another. Sorry, what was that? You've got another date with Sandy. You've used it all up. No wonder it stinks so much. She's used stinks, but she was very impressed by it. Look, you can't have this anymore. I'm sorry, I'm not going to get it again. I don't like it enough, and it's just horrible. You can't wear this on yourself. Look, she has a bowl on her head. She probably just can't smell you. It's terrible, SpongeBob. Unless, how about I make you a deal? If you promise to never use any of my fragrances again in my collection, and whenever I see you, whenever you come round, you never wear this fragrance again, I can get you another bottle in like the next 10 minutes. How can I get in the next 10 minutes? Well, I know a person. They'll do me a favour. Honestly, it's absolutely fine. I'll get you probably up 200 ml of this one as well. Does that sound like a plan? Does that sound fair? I'll get you another one of this. You can have this for as much as you like. Deal? I think we've both won overall today. So, yeah, all well and ends well. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.